Today we're going to be taking a look at Track and Field. Originally released in arcades in 1983 and on the NES in the States in 1987, this game was one of the first successful sports games based on Olympic events such as the 100-meter dash, long jump, javelin throw, and so on. This is one of the first games I ever played on my NES, and although it can get old pretty fast, it's still fun to play with friends. And thankfully, this game is one of the few that I can recommend to basically anyone because of its simple controls. As we take a look at the box art and manual, you'll see the cartridge has the same art as on the front of the box, and the manual is very simple overall. Now that's because a majority of the events are controlled either by mashing the A button in events such as like dashing or hurdles, a well-timed button press for some, like skeet shooting, or sometimes it's a combination of both. This makes it a unique case in gaming where playing with a turbo controller actually kind of makes the whole game less enjoyable because your mashing speed is kind of the whole point. Something else I found interesting was on this how to play page here, you'll see the controller visual they used was designed around a Famicom controller as seen here, as opposed to the US controller. This game was pretty early on in the release of the NES here in the States nationally, so it makes sense that they used that older visual. There are some brief descriptions on each type of game and how to play them, while also giving a gameplay screenshot to see how the information is laid out on the screen, with information such as meters ran, distance jumped, world record times, and so on. There was also a direct sequel to this game on NES, Track and Field 2, and a lot of other games inspired by it, and my personal favorite being Decathlete on the Sega Saturn. If you haven't played that game, definitely give it a shot. With that being said, even though this version of the game is a bit antiquated, it can still be fun every once in a while. So try this game out with a friend and see who could press buttons faster.